So, how's everyone doing? Everyone doing good? I certainly hope so. So, with these types of videos, I've realized that wasting as much time as possible is usually the best. I can make 4 or 5 videos swearing up a storm, and it gets monetized no problem. As soon as it's able to go up, I just click, that I want to monetize, and the little green thing, the green money sign comes up and ready to go. With this person, oh, no, no, no. Nope. Even if there's no swearing, no swearing at all. I don't say her last name, which can be picked up sometimes by, the algorithm and, all that as saying something else, like a certain C word. Every time, it could be clean as a whistle. And yet when I upload, I get hit with ad suitability. Every time. Every single time. And sometimes they'll say I say naughty words within the first 4 seconds. And then you go back and see that there was nothing said within the first 4 seconds. So I think it's just protecting this chick. But either way, Alyssa... Nope. She who must not be named. Alyssa's lawyers respond, Flailing and Desperation. Ron Coleman just owned the case. Alyssa and her crew are reeling. There are certain words that you probably shouldn't use because it makes it seem like it's, a lot more impactful than what it really is. Like, I seriously doubt they're reeling. I seriously doubt Ron Coleman just owned this case. But, I mean, it gets people interested. It's official. Alyssa and her team have just sent a response, which I'm surprised they did, and make that a response that makes absolutely no sense. Filled with outright lies, incorrect assumptions, and a desperate attempt to keep this frivolous case afloat. It's clear that they are grasping at straws. My lawyer, JT, Ron Coleman, has already masterfully exposed the flaws in their argument, and now, in their latest filing, they're doubling down on misinformation. The Hypnocast lie. One of the most ridiculous claims in their response is regarding Hypnocast and the alleged locations involved. They argue defendant's statements were broadcast from a location that falls within this court's jurisdictions. This is completely false. I have personally confirmed that their assertions here about Hypnotic's location is untrue, yet they have the audacity to put out this misinformation in writing as if it was gospel truth. If this is the level of competence we're dealing with, it's no wonder their case is falling apart. The false accusation of doxing. Then we have Alyssa's claim that I revealed her address. This is another blatant lie, according to their filing. Defendant disclosed plaintiff's residential address, placing her at risk. No, she never did. Or he never did. You want to know who did dox the other? Alyssa, by putting the documents online and not redacting JT's address. Where he lives with his wife and children. Yeah, so if anyone was doxing anyone, she doxed him. So, this is an outright fabrication. I have never published her address anywhere, or published her address anywhere. Yet here she is trying to convince the court that I have. This is textbook bad faith legal maneuvering, an attempt to paint herself as a victim while disregarding the facts entirely. Where is the proof? You can talk about all you want, but that doesn't mean anything. And if anything, again, she was the one who doxed him by releasing that 50-something page report. And his address was there. She didn't redact it, cover it out, cover it up or anything. No, she left it in. Again, where he lives with his wife and children. And then, meanwhile, she's like, oh my God, I'm worried about my safety. While she exposed his address. The Wix argument that goes nowhere. Their filings also the filing also tries to argue that because my website is hosted by Wix.com, which is an office in Manhattan, the court has jurisdiction. They claim Wix.com, which hosts defendant's website, has a primary office in New York, giving the case authority over them. No, wouldn't it be wherever he lives? Not where the site is, it's where he would live. So if he lived in that area, then yeah. But since he doesn't live in that area, this is beyond laughable. Just because a website is hosted by a company with an office in New York does not magically grant jurisdiction. If that were the case, any website using Google, Amazon Web Services, or any other major hosting platform could be sued in whatever jurisdiction their headquarters happens to be in. This is nothing but a weak attempt to manufacture a legal standing where none exists. We got the Honorable Margot K. Brody, United States District Court for the Eastern District of New York. Electric filing. Dear Judge Brody, my firm with co-counsel represents plaintiff in the case above. I write per the court's rules to respond to defendant's pre-motion conference letter. As set out below, plaintiff intends to exercise her amendment as of right under Rule 15A, A1B, both to address some of what the defendant raises and to address some post-filing conduct that bears on the claims. However, plaintiff also addresses the substance because some of the theories advanced are meritless. If the court has any preference on how to sequence amendments so as to conserve time and resources, but also allow plaintiff to fully respond to the actual theories defendant presents for dismissal, plaintiff would appreciate that guidance. But hey, that's just a theory. A legal theory. And case closed. Oh yeah, I think all I had to do was hit the X. Let's go down here. Desperation mode activated. It's clear that Alyssa and her lawyers are desperate. They're pushing incorrect narratives, making wild assumptions, and outright lying in an attempt to keep this case alive. But thanks to Ron Coleman, their house of cards is collapsing. They wrote, plaintiff intends to amend her complaint to address new post-filing conduct. A clear signal that they are scrambling to keep the case afloat with anything they can find, which it's not much. They're not going to... If anything, he's the one who has everything against her, meaning all the evidence they need. You know, between tweets that she's rushed to try to, delete, to things she said in the past about, certain work that she's done, saying that, well, he says that I did this, and that's slander and whatever, and but it's like, but you said it yourself. It was a joke. Well, you made the same joke like 15 times. When does it stop being a joke? They have no real case. They're just throwing things at the wall and hoping something sticks. It won't work. This is far from over because she needs this win so bad. Most likely for the book she has admitted to be writing for Gamergate. Is anyone surprised? But if this latest response is any indication, they are running out of options fast. The truth is on our side, and we will continue to expose the falsehoods they are trying to peddle in court. Yeah. Oh yeah. They're about to find out. Her lawyers actually responded. I thought they hightailed it out of here for a while. This is far more interesting than the Ubisoft response. Also, she's writing a book. Really? This is going to be painful for her. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where she's getting her legal advice from. And I mean, I've seen who her lawyer is. at least one of them or whatever, and none of them seem to be too bright or well versed in law, because they keep throwing out this bull crap, thinking it's like, oh well, you know, the website that he hosts his site from, the Wix.com, you know, it takes their headquarters is in Manhattan, so which means we can, like, you know, it has full jurisdiction here, even though he's in a completely different state. Yeah, it. They have no jurisdiction. It's a website. It's a website. It would have to be where the person lives. It's not, the website isn't the one doing it. It would be him doing it. So wherever he lives, but she's, you know, all this stuff always happens around a time when someone's trying to sell a book. Every single time, whether it be someone like Alyssa or politicians or random celebrities that want to get famous again, they always come out with some freaking false accusation about someone. And like, oh my God, if you want to read more about it, make sure you buy my new book. So this is clearly nothing more than her trying to get money. Because again, he's got all the evidence for him that he needs. You know, people have gone through her history on Twitter and saved pretty much any tweet that he would need before she started deleting them all. And again, the judge is going to look at something like, oh yeah, you know, how did you get into the gaming industry? I sucked. And then she'd be like, oh, well, that was just a joke. When he's like, okay, well, you made the same joke several times. Was it just a joke? You're making no indication that you are joking. You know, I'm old, but I know that when you're joking about something online, you usually put lol or lamau, or some kind of indication that you are in fact joking, but these seem to be serious. So he didn't slander you or you know, anything to your character. You know, you put this stuff online and but no, he caused me to lose work and mental distress and it's like, Alyssa, just take the loss. Just take the loss. You want to claim that you're a big, strong, independent woman, just take the loss. Okay? And then when you do, your fans will come out for you and they'll throw their money at you and you'll be even richer than you were before. Oh my God, our queen lost. We need to support her in her time of need. So just take the loss. Just stop with the crap. Seriously. But anyway, I almost messed up at first, almost said her full name, which again, you say, you know, that her last name and it picks it up as if it was the C word, which they don't like. Even though that's what she is. Just telling the truth. But, anyway, that's gonna do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.